Welcome to WKNI TV 25 News Break for September 11th, 2012. I'm Eddie Lewis reporting. 11 years ago today, we all know where we were sitting or standing or sleeping when the news flashes started coming across the TV sets and radios across the world. We thought the first one was an accident, but when the second one arrived and then the Pentagon was hit, we knew that it was an attack on America. For the past 11 years, thousands of men and women have served across Iraq and Afghanistan to protect us from that same threat that we suffered 11 years ago. Many thousands of people lost their lives. Many thousands of people were affected directly by that tragedy, the attack on American soil. Today it even strikes a little closer here at WKNI TV 25, where 11 years ago my son was still living with me at home. Where he would wake up in his bed and get up, he'd sit down at the dinner table with us 11 years ago. Today, my son is sharing that dinner that he sat with us 11 years ago with his comrade in arms in the United States Army, stationed in Kunduz, Afghanistan, where just 2 days ago, 15 people were killed by a bomb attack by an individual that would have done the same thing here on American soil if given the opportunity. My son, along with many thousands of other men and women in this country, are there serving us proudly to assure that the American freedom that we have to be able to enjoy what we have continue. My son's first text message back from Afghanistan when he arrived was, "Dad, you just don't understand what you have until you don't have it no more. These people over here have nothing." My son was showing compassion for those over there. Young children, as young as his own, laboring hard daily. And he jokingly said, "Dad, I can't wait to get little Wesley home and have him working hard, enjoying that air conditioner that none of them have here." A lot of things in perspective has changed over the past 11 years. I know that I was, it's another skirmish overseas. 4 months ago, it hit me very real. 1 month ago, it hit me beyond any other reality a father could ever express. And that is the reality of knowing that your child is in harm's way. I find it difficult at night to not sit up and watch CNN or some of the news cable networks and on the internet all hours of the evening and morning, looking for that news of what's going on. I know God's got my son in his hands, and I know he'll be blessed. But imagine knowing the exact location of where your son's at and reading the headline that morning that 15 people were killed. There's an emptiness there that a father and a mother just you have no way of knowing unless you live it. I'm saying all this to get to this. We have become so apathetic that many of us don't realize that there's a war going on, that our children are being killed to protect us from what happened 11 years ago. I'd trade anything in the world to have my son sit next to me tomorrow morning, to eat with me, to be with me. I know his mother longs for him to be sitting next to her as well. They're all heroes. They're all our children, our husbands, our wives. In a land far away, to assure what happened this day 11 years ago won't happen again. I beg you to not forget that we are still at war. We are still losing lives. For whatever reason, the media is not telling us everything every day. You have to look really hard to find anything out that's going on. And my son, when I talk to him, which we do have that opportunity, he can't tell us what's going on. Because that's his job. 11 years ago, I remember people saying, it'll never be the same again. I had no idea how right they were. Because our lives here in Andalusia, Alabama, have changed. Now, minute by minute, we long for our son to come home.